Hello world, my name is Ihor and today I would like to make a little track on the Digitakt and I would like to use only factory samples. And today is not techno, but rather something at 113 BPM. I'm not in a techno mood, but rather in some sort of like downtempo mood. And I hope you're gonna enjoy it and you're gonna have fun together with me. Basically, before we start, I would like to set a couple of things up on the Digitakt as usually. So far I have like a blank project and I cleared up all the tracks and there is not a single sample in the RAM. So basically completely blank project. So I'm gonna go into factory drums, electronic and load this school kit, this one. So select all, load to project. These are gonna be our only drum samples, and then we're gonna use also some synthesizer sounds as well. Then let's enable the scale mode per track, which allows us to use different amount of steps per different track. And also let's go into audio routing and disable kick drum from being sent into effects. I don't want kick drum to be sent into delay or reverb when I perform. So that's for this reason. And I think that's pretty much it. Sequence is clear and we can start with our kick drum here. So it's a first sample here. So it's kind of short one. Basically, I can tune it down indeed. Pitch it down actually. And now I would like to utilize high pass filter with resonance to emphasize the bass part of this bass drum. So I need to find where it resonates, the bass line, the sub bass of this kick drum. Yeah, I think it's over here. And then we decrease to about 40 or something. Yeah, that's gonna be good. And also on the second filter, I'd like to cut high frequencies a little bit. And then we can overdrive the kick drum as well and lower the volume. And I think this is gonna be perfect. This one can have lower velocity and conditional trig to happen every second time. Yep. And then another one can be here, but maybe we can play it reversed. But then we can also change the length. Okay, that works, but now on this trig I would like to have a little bit of attack. Just not to have this clicky sound. And I can also make velocity lower. Nice. Maybe a different starting position of the sample itself. Yeah, like this. And maybe a little bit reduction on the sample for this. Just to add some dirtiness to it. And maybe overall. No, it's too much. Don't like it. Maybe I would like to cut a little more high end. Beat reduction doesn't really work that well. Maybe just a tiny touch. Nice. Yeah, this will work. And now I would like to go to track number 3 and it's gonna be our bass line. And I know which kind of sound I would like to use. Yeah, this one's quite good one with the lots of transient there. So we saved the pattern. Now I would like to find a different note for that. Maybe we can use D. Let's go for G minor. So I'm gonna start with G here and we can again utilize filter as well with an envelope, a little bit sharper. So basically, with filter, I would like to change different stabs. They're gonna have different filter amount. But then for performance purpose, I would like to use an envelope. So amount of envelope and also decay of the envelope to open up and close. And filter is not going to be used because filter is going to be set per step. Not for all the steps, but at least on some of the steps, I would like to set it into different positions so that it kind of creates this dynamic baseline. Let's try to program something. So I'm gonna simply put it like this as of now. And then we can figure out what to change. And then we can change a couple of notes in G minor. Maybe this one can go into and maybe this can go one octave higher. Yeah. And I'm gonna lower the velocity. Because this one sounds together with the kick drum. What about our amp envelope? Yeah, like this. Overdrive and compensate with the volume. What if we send it? What if we send first one into delay? If I go into delay, make it wide and rotate from left to right, and send delay into reverb as well, and then make it darker a little bit. And now in reverb, I'm gonna make decay longer, no pre-delay, also darker, no shelf, volume, same for here. Okay, I think it's good for now. And then we can play, of course, with an envelope. Actually, right now, I think that the bar actually starts over here. So I put like melody for bassline randomly and, just worked on it a little bit. And now if I start the sequence, I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this we can change with the Digitakt. If you hold function and then go left, it's gonna like move or nudge this sequence into the left or into the right if you use the right button. Look at the triggers right now. So if I go like this, all the triggers, they move left. And now if we start sequence, one, 2, 3, 4, 1. Again, we have to move it actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the right. And now it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same thing I would like to do for a kick drum actually. So I would like these guys to be over here. So let me move them a little bit like that. Yeah, okay, I like it. And now if we go into track 3, we can play with an envelope a little bit. But I'm gonna leave it kind of sharp and a little bit towards the closed part because we're gonna add some more things here. I'm not going for some complex track, but rather minimal track with a good bass line that can can be modulated over time, and the rest of the sound is going to complete the bigger picture of this melody or of this bass line, actually. Nice. And the next thing I think can be our clap. And if I go into samples, there is no clap actually, but there is snare drum. We can of course utilize this one. Okay. I can overdrive it and mix with the volume, make it short, and then maybe pitch it down. Yep, like this. And here on the filter page, on the second page, I will remove all the low end of this one because I would like it to be like just, you know, short and sort of towards high frequencies. And then if I use this filter with the notch, I would like to emphasize some frequency that is gonna fit into composition better. Yeah, I think this is fine. And also we can move them a little bit with micro timing. What if we move to starting position? No, let's keep it slappy. I think it's too loud a little bit. And then the second one, can be with a longer decay on the amp envelope. And we can bring some beat reduction here. Oh yes. And maybe a little reverb. Too much. Some delay. Too much. Yeah, just a tiny touch. So I hear this echo in left ear, and that's pretty much it. Let's go into hi-hat. So there was hi-hat sound as well. So we've got this one, and this one. So let's grab this one, the first one, make it short. Yeah, maybe pitch it down a little bit. Yeah, like this is fine, and maybe even shorter. Yeah, overdrive and then volume. Some reverb. And I think this track can benefit from being 6 steps long, and then we can put a few triggers here and there. Yes. Save pattern. Maybe some velocities we can change. And maybe some swing as well. And I still think they are too loud. Nice. Now, if we go into our 7th track, let me find our other hat, the open hat. And this one can also be pitched down a little bit. Yeah, like this. Almost there. Also overdrive, volume, and then delay on the last one. next? I think on the second track, we can do some kind of noise. So I would like noise to be sort of like rising over one bar and really, really on the background, and also fed into reverb so that it creates this kind of like a dirty background. And I hope I would be able to make it, but let's see. So sample-wise, we can go into, there is Toolbox, and we have all kinds of different noises here. I'm gonna decrease the volume because usually they're too loud. This empty one is not really clean noise, but it has some tone to it. Maybe we can use this one, but let's see. Or grainy. Let's use grainy instead. I think it's gonna work better. So I'm gonna go and decrease volume and also pitch it down. Yeah, like this. But instead, we're gonna go and make it quite long. So it's gonna be 1 bar or 16 steps. And then we can utilize the amp envelope to actually make it raising. Yeah, like this exactly. Not exactly, I mean, but overdrive. With a second filter, I'm gonna clean all the low end. And now we feed this into reverb. And with an LFO, I would like to modulate the panning quite slowly and not too much. Or instead, maybe we can do by trigger. So it's the LFO is gonna reset on the trigger. And then we can use a little faster LFO. And then with the filter, with the first filter, again, we can utilize this one. The notch. And then use filter envelope to create this kind of filter swipe thingy into the negative territory. So it's gonna go from right to left. Yes. It's way too loud. Again, it's just for texture. Nice. Nice. We can also send a little bit of bass line into delay or reverb. Not too much, just... yeah. Nice. Okay, now we can use track number 5 for some percussive sound. Yeah, maybe this one. We can find the proper pitch for it. This one into the left and this one into the right. together with delay, creates some kind of an interesting sound for me. Also with the second filter, we can remove some low end. Same goes for hi-hat. And for the other hi-hat. I think kick drum is a little bit too quiet. I'm afraid to clip right now the master because there is a lot of overdrive on it. This percussion is too loud. Let's go back into the bass line and work on it a little bit. Before doing that, I'm actually going to copy the pattern and go into the second one, paste it here, and then go back to the first one, just to save the previous pattern so that we can go back and reload, for example. And let's work on the bass line on the filter actually to create a little bit more dynamics. So I'm gonna leave just the kick drum and bass line, and yeah, let's leave clap as well. So if we go back to sequence, and now I go to filter, the first one. Nice. And on the track 8, I would like to find some other melodic content actually. Let's go into the synth, and there are analog notes. Yeah, I think this one will work. Let's use this one. Let's pitch it down a little bit to G4 or maybe A sharp. Okay, let's try to work on the sound a little bit. Yeah, I don't want these transients. I just want this sound to be like clean. But then I'm gonna introduce beat reduction. So instead of having like transients and then clean sound, I would rather have it like the clean sound but distorted with beat reduction a little bit. And here, yeah, let's use delay. Overdrive. And with an LFO, we can modulate the amplitude envelope decay time, which is going to give us different decays, and hence we're going to hear different amount of like also like dirtiness from beat reduction affecting the tail of the sound. So it's going to be some kind of interesting. And for that we can use a sample and hold mode, so basically this one, and then random shape. Yep, that works. I think we have too much of an LFO over here. Just let's use it just a tiny little touch. And then on amp I can go and decrease. Then on this hi-hat over here, let's use LFO on panning, but in an interesting way. I'm gonna go amp panning, then the square wave, super fast, like 2K fast, and then this. So it kind of distorts the wave shape a little bit because of the cuts that the square wave creates, and then pans the signal, which creates this kind of a stereo wide situation. And with the second LFO, We can use sine wave here. We can affect the speed or the depth, actually, of the first LFO. Let's do it. So it's gonna always travel a little bit more into stereo and distorted part, and then back into your face. This one, open hat, we can pan a little bit to the right so that they do not hit at the same time together. Nice. Then bass line. Maybe with an LFO we can just modulate slowly the filter resonance, maybe. Just tiny touch. You know what? Let's use the first LFO, filter resonance, and then let's do sample and hold as well, and a little bit of depth. I don't need it to go crazy. Maybe can go slower. Nice. Nice. What about our clap? A little louder. Let's pan it to the left a little bit. This frequency works. Yeah. Noise is a little bit too loud, is it? Nice. And now let's use our compressor. So I'm gonna remove the gain, make up gain, and upper the threshold to the top. And I'm gonna leave it at default settings and then go into all compressed signal. And now lower the threshold until the moment we see some gain reduction. So now we see it, and I'm kind of sure that kick drum is quite loud. Maybe in headphones it's not that loud, but anyways. Yeah, I think somewhere here is about right. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, like this. And then we can gain a little bit back, a couple of dB. Okay, that works. Nice. I already would like to jam on it. Yeah. Let's actually do it. I think I'm not gonna take time to arrange this track properly, but rather practice a couple of times and just play with mutes and different performance tools. Again, I'm not trying to make a complex track, but rather have fun and share some knowledge with you guys. Let's play it. think that's pretty much it for today, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you've learned something new for yourself that you can apply to your own music production workflow. And if you want to get the Digitakt, consider using the affiliate link in the description down below. It's going to help my channel without extra cost for you. And if you would like to check another video where I make beats from scratch on the Digitakt with factory samples, you can check this one. Or if you would like to learn my Digitakt arrangement strategy, you can check that one. And until the next time, have fun!